Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Something like a Gnar, but Kale would be really nice here. It's not as funny as it sounds, it's not that easy into Ornn early, but post 6, you definitely are comfortable. You have to pay some respect if the Ornn 5, if you're farming even and getting towards 6 at a pretty comfortable time, that's when you can start to actually do things in this matchup.
Big damage on the bottom side. Destiny 100 health! The Ignite tick will kill him! First blood comes through for Ole.
Well played by 6. Almost always should just be Nashor's Riftmaker.
Yep. That's what I've seen as well there. It looks pretty solid. There's a smite. I want to shout out, it's not that much yet, and the flat pen still does pretty well here. Early smite, and that is second Drake secured onto Hextech Soul. Kale's level 10, we're going. Looking good so far.
They are looking really, really good, and you have to kind of wonder, is Cloud9's read that, like, we actually, but pretty respectable now, and looks like Cloud9 are moving over, but are they too late to actually contest this? The bot lane's pretty behind the play.
Clever visible, Ole marks him well enough. Fudge wants in, finds the knockup. Not much of a fight just yet. Wukong double knockup here onto Fudge, forced to flash away. We've got Yone around. Jensen, does he have enough? Ornn's already dead. Knocked down by a Blaze Olive. Blaze Olive himself gets the shield from Licorice, stays safe. Rocket's not going to land for much more. He kills a clone. King gets the shield. King flashes to safety. The flash follows Stixay. One shot from killing him. Jensen turns one back around. A 1-to-1 team fight.
1-to-1 team fight. They're very close. But Jensen in trouble now, gonna get hit by the chain. He's
gonna
dead.
get snapped back. There's no way you live through this one. Wants to ult, still gets shut down, and Stixay's on the board.
Yeah, Golden Guardian's able to take that team fight, even with Licorice using the ult. That can avoid those types of situations, but they get the Herald, they win the fight, they're gonna get mid lane tower. They are very far ahead at this point. He just blast cones in, then W's out.
Yeah. I was looking for a flash, but yeah, he can blast cone then W. Jumps over, doable Q smite. He's gonna grab it to Lilia, and now he's got no way out actually, so he's gonna lose his life for the play. The attempt will not get much, maybe a snipe, not quite enough. Of Blaze Olive has to now sidestep. Ornn does so. Nothing lands. Mid lane tier 2 is gone. They take the left side jungle. It's going to be top outer for bot outer, it looks like here. So Cloud9, to be fair, are equally trading objectives in this one. Smart of Jensen to keep the push going, but I mean, for how, I don't even want to say indecisive, inactive Golden Guardians were yesterday.
Right now, and it is going to go down very quickly. Blabber's nowhere close. He just did red buff on bottom side of the map.
Rocket gets tanked, 5k health with one Fudge marked away, but yeah, they need to figure out where Lilia is, but here comes Jensen as well. Jensen does have an ulti. Ole a bit low, 2k health, dives across, almost dies. 200 HP left, the Blaze Olive marks the front line, goes for Fudge. Baron is claimed. King left alone, will not be attacked yet, but the Blaze Olive still in the chase. Double flash from the mid lane.
I think Sonya's is pretty good against Yone ult, things like that, so there are some obvious ones that you can kind of use it on. At the top side, we do see Jensen pushing down. We'll push it out. Licorice going to go back and answer. Pride Sucker will just continue this push, but now they're sending back up Blaze Olive to answer, so they won't lose their tier 2 tops. That is a weird option, to be honest. There's like, it's Lilia is the only damage, and there's not really, like, I guess you could say
you're going to grab the Krugs and everything else, and we keep going. 6,500 gold lead. Dragon Soul Point in Cloud9 fighting from the back foot. Blabber gonna find himself a Blaze Olive. It's an easy sleep. Gets the Q first, then a dunk on the W. Lulu's there for the knockup. Should be a kill, and King is able to claim the money. Now the timer is going to be tight. 50 seconds till Baron comes up. As long as they're alive, Soul is basically theirs, and as long as they're alive, Baron is basically theirs. Cloud9, I mean, he knew the timer, and they just were not.
Against you are going to make that much harder. So we'll see if they can actually find the right angle here, but this is starting to feel like a little bit of last chance saloon.
Couple of slows, flash Q, he's gonna sleep Stixay, but a Tom Kench will be in range, grabs him. Ooh, double ults actually, as also KF put the button down. Prize Sucker gonna get right back out, and Fudge just gonna be slowed up. He's gonna go down. Prize Sucker gets kill credit, and a flash engage for the second knockup. Licorice goes in for a bit more. Licorice has never won a game against Cloud9, and he will do it today. On the way down to the mid lane, they will knock down the waves. They will go for the turret, and inhibitors standing, but not much of Cloud9 left.
Well played by Golden Guardians. Really clean game from them today. Bouncing back big time after their game yesterday. Cloud9 pretty much dominated start to finish.
They gotta wait. The wave's still gotta go down, Even the durability update affected the minion wave, as far as I can tell. The Baron on there. But we're going for it. Jensen, one last stand, trying his hardest. King low, cleanses, runs away. Licorice still alive. Ole cutting back and forth. And it's time for maybe a few more bits on the stats. Oh, the double kill in for Licorice. Nexus falls, and Golden Guardians knocked down.
Because you can orange out of the ultimate. So that's always a really gonna punt Biofrost away. He is, of course, playing Phase Rush. You know, the slow resistance is going to help against the Glacial Augment somewhat. Going to be allowing him to go easily balanced. He doesn't have that many minions there, so doesn't have to worry too much. And we can see CoreJJ is actually heading up here.
Ghost, he wants to fight. Oh, wow, gets the barrel as well. It's going to look good. His passes on, so the move speed is easily there. Gamsu has CoreJJ coming, can hat. Oh, what a flash! Really good by CoreJJ. Rewards arrive, though. Is it going to be enough? First blood comes to Mordekaiser, and River does not have the damage. Level 6, can he find the kill? Wants straight back on a Whippo. Health bar getting low-ish. Ulti from the Mord. Stun Q. Flashes away the pullback. At what point do they find this kill, though? River just finally gets the passive down, takes him over as the rest of the reinforcements come alive, and Dignitas trade one back.
The ulti and then use it on the E or something like that.
Yeah.
But maybe he was worried that the W cooldown was up from Whippo and he would actually get W as he popped in the air. I'm not sure if that cooldown was available, but Santorin again towards topside. You know, TL are spending so much time up here. Good defensive ulti will clear this up, but
Killer pullback, gotta say, a lot of damage, and they have enough as Whippo takes the tower. Yeah, those dives are possible. Team Liquid are swimming in gold. But like they're not about to die, and because there's mid lane pressure, right? Bjergsen recalled to get his next bit of purchases. Good arcane shift by Hansama. It means that there's enough bot lane pressure.
Zoda's in fact going to be cracking here for Neo. You know, not going Gale Force, you know, not going more for that kind of like execution style, diving into the back line. But I still think that's kind of the way they're going to have to play the game.
Oh,
Look for the engage.
Find the engage, flashes down. There we go. Out for Bjergsen, stays alive for now. Having back on a battle for us. Stopwatch stays alive. Still free farm for the Kaisa, misses the W, though, as CoreJJ wants back in. Kansama gonna find the kill to battle for us. River still fighting, but he is low on health, and now that's 0. A kill on the board for Bjergsen, a flash re-engage. CoreJJ sets it up, and Hansama knocks it down. Neo dodges, no bullets in that fight.
Off now, and just like that, TL taking a massive lead in this one. Biofrost had a strong initial engage, and now he's roaming out towards this top side, but Whippo has the ulti, so there's not really anything you can do here. If you engage as Biofrost, he's just going to ult Leona and kill you.
Dignitas, FTX still gold, looking pretty good on the TL side. I mean, this was close. This was 1,000 gold. It's 4x that now.
TL crushing.
Yeah, they are as mythic, so as, like, yes, it's a 5k gold lead, and yes, it's really TL favored. Does it get better with Azir scaling? Maybe not, and at least you're all in a mythic here, so you try. But obviously TL not willing to fight for the dragon just yet. They're going to take down mid with the Herald. Tier 2 quite low as well. Pull back.
To push out this tier 2, feeling very confident even while they have Azir showing bot, while Santorin, you know, walk past that ward, he's doing dragon. They're just not really point. And you can see TL just kind of cruising. X-Flash to threaten there the dive on a Neo, and he's going to have to back up and give up that tier 2. It's still a good trade, as you said. Does commit the ulti. But really, TL not being pressured whatsoever. There was that one scrap on that bottom side around the dragon that, you know, Biofrost went for the engage. They didn't really get anything from it. And now Dig is just kind of getting bled out of this game. You know, they're being pushed in. They're losing their jungle, and now going to look for the fight.
Pretty good ult from Hansama as well. Jumps in, and Biofrost goes down. W on cooldown. He walked over with it on. CoreJJ, whatever's going to withstand that damage. Really nice setup. The TL duo lane kills enemy support. This is going to be a lot of damage, though. He's ultiless. That's ultable. Right? Like, did he not have stacks? Did he actually, was that only Q, no auto?
Stacks. I think he's just scared to go in, right? And to be fair, if he goes in there, on his ult there, you know, to me, that was really the moment where you're like, well, I think you're maybe playing a little bit too defensive, because if your team is committing ults and summoners for this, and you're just willing to...
Ornn, Leona, whatever it is, those are the items. Again, there are better champions for that setup. You know, a Kaisa, sorry, a Xayah, things like that will look a lot better for you. Nice try on the blue buff there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Core got it. Blue's going to find a slow. They're going to find the ulti across the wall. Hansama cleanses. There's the dive in, but Exhaust is in. Neo stealth, but they might have baited in. Santorin nearly gets that kill. CoreJJ will drop, but I love finally going in for the play. Stealth back out and makes one half, but be careful. They're going to find Mordekaiser for a second. Ulti might have been well timed. Whippo still holding it, but Neo has to flash. Almost maybe grabbed into the Death Realm.
If you ult the Viego and he just ults over the wall, your ulti is going to be wasted. Oh, nice play there.
I do like that one. This time Gamsu does not have flash. Bjergsen does, and grabs 300 gold, shares half of that to Hansama.
Yeah, great pickup, and right before the dragon spawning, so pretty much guaranteeing they're going to get that. River should be spotted. Yeah, he's walking over that ward, so Whippo going to look for him. Does have the ulti. Even if he can catch up to Biofrost, they're TPing in.
Biofrost not going to find the route just yet, but Bjergsen very much alone. CoreJJ, Santorin on the way. No ulti, summons a turret for a time. Stopwatch coming in is going to be enough now. Biofrost going to lose his W pretty soon. Kaisa lands onto a minion. Naka comes across. There's the pullback. Whippo's in for 1 second to Santorin, and that's going to be Team Liquid saying, you think you caught us, but we knocked you down. down.
Last checked in, 3 items for Hunt. It is the Rylai's for Bufo and for Bjergsen. So really prioritizing those slows there. Going to be able to grab the Baron.
The turret's going to grow that one over 2,000 easily. Bot, or mid, I should say. Going to be pretty much a freebie. And here comes the top side look now as well. Pipple getting plenty of damage. Bjergsen the same. Will there be an engage? Charm not bad, and the core actually has to ult away onto Alistair. Makes them a relatively easy target later on in this fight. They can't get much more done. Inhibitor down to the top side. Mid going to be hard to defend.
Yeah,
Tyson now showing up. This should be an inhibitor drop as well. And that's going to be map control forever. Well, for 5 minutes.
Well, the game
towards Ravenous Hydra for a very low, I think it was Hydra anyway, or Tiamat for a high ability haste version of the build. There's the second Dragon Claim, no problem.
And the triple inhib. I feel like if you give up that, the game is just over, even if the Nexus has not yet exploded. So we'll see if they're going to try to look for some sort of an all-in, some sort of an engage, but it is incredibly difficult to see how they're going to make it happen.
And it's not going to be at this turret, though. They're not willing to fight enough for it yet. Ulti comes down, no turret, but maybe it's enough damage. They dive in, and it's going to be River just dropping already 1 for 0, and the pullback onto 3. That's everything you need. Dig their grave in the dirt they go as 3 are dead, and as triple inhibitors are gone as well. We're looking at 25 minutes. Team Liquid are running the LCS by storm, and an attempt by Bjergsen will not quite land, but no hope. Dignitas going to be 0-2. Team Liquid top the table 2-0. The Nexus falls, and Team Liquid came to Summer Split to play.
What a start to summer for TL. Crushing their opponents in their opening
day versus Summit, and he did, I think, really well.
Wasn't able to even like proc his electrocute on that earlier trade. I think that's why JoJo was able to create a pretty big HP advantage. Then gets level 2, you know, procking the electrocute again. Getting
you're kidding! JoJo Pyong, he needs a level. He needs a CS. He levels up the minion. Thank you, tower.
Oh, JoJo could have killed him with an auto. He actually hesitated there. He went in, thought he was dead. I think it was a biscuit that got popped, and then he leveled up. And as he popped the biscuit, JoJo goes, oh crap, he's not dead, is he? So he tried to step back in, but realized he hadn't reset the tower aggro. Now gonna
that's the charm. That's turret aggro. This boy is dead. Abadaga steps up when needed.
Dragon start here. That's what they've got to be wondering. So now they're actually wrapping around to look for a bait here. They're going to look for a death trap in this brush, almost assuredly.
Oh, they're brushed though. They're going to get the mid laner. Ulti's available, but we got a lot of damage coming across. Right back off, and it's going to be closer. Flash into safety. Just barely stays alive, but Danny is here, and Danny picks up where he left off, killing closer again.
Where they would wrap around on. He had a ward here in this brush, so he was just kind of covering this sort of section there on the map, and that's why he's not actually farming out that wave. So smart stuff from him there. 100 Thieves looking for a play.
Yeah, they're going to try Abadaga right in the front. Gets knocked up, though. Flashes, but they're going to shut him down all the same. JoJo Pyong gets one. Looking for a bit more in there. Kaisa is hitting. Inspired barely lives, but he's burning. He's burning, and he's going to fall. Closer trades one back.
1 for 1, but again, 100 Thieves have the extra member to proc that passive. They do get the kill. FBI on the rotation is able to join with the Kaisa ult, which was really nicely done to trade one back. But still, when you have an extra man there, about half that damage off the tower, they are looking to fight around this Herald, though, and Impact is TPing back in.
Yeah, but I get tagged for a second. JoJo goes in for the fight, gonna land the chain as well. Sidesteps the charm, looks really good. Gets out, gets the Everfrost gone. Now on the left-hand side, we have Huhi burning a stopwatch. Will he be burned? Ult's gonna be able to find him. 1 hit left. Inspired grabs him, and he will come back with a Nautilus kit. Is it gonna be enough now as Wukong knocks up the team? Finds some pretty good damage. Kaisa's in as well. Is it enough? Abadaga flash follow. Inspired wants him, but he's not quite gonna burn. No, he does. I think that was the red buff knocking him down. Traded back 1 for the Gnar. Impact on a heal right back on a Sunday, though. Puts on the shield, looking for the snip, and he's not quite going to find any more. Still, though, that
the cross-map ulti.
+1 as ult will not tag. Aimed wide, but Sunday doesn't have a good way out. And FBI sidesteps at Wukong. Trades back onto the Gwen, holding for his W cooldown. That was closer. That was sick.
Much higher for EG as a result of that. And it's a very nice escape, really nice S-move juke here. You know what this is, if you don't realize, is that
will almost die, and with the numbers advantage 4-2, they can just stay. This is going to be turret falling, so enough siege. EG 4, yeah, it's actually really good. So is the Kenpug Chainsword. I know Flowers talked about Skarner players doing it. That's one I identified as well when the patch came out. We should just see like generic
AD buffs on it.
It was like 10 haste, 100 health, and 10 AD. There's going to be a big knockup. That might be enough. Will it kill JoJo? Not just yet, but he's low, and it's going to be a 1 for 1. Viego gets one, Nautilus the other. Gold in a better spot here. Both mid laners die.
Off the kill on the Ahri. Huhi, of course, will have to back off, and this will mean Impact grabs a tower here. So EG, again, coming out with these incremental advantages at gold.
And that will be the turret falling. So 1 on the board, 500 Thieves. Now we get ourselves the 3rd Dragon of the game. 4v5, and EG stick around. Do they have remotely the poke required, though?
Meganar is almost dead.
Smite is a possibility, going to be claimed by Closer. Team fight starts, here we go. Closer going to knock out the back line. Down low is Vulcan. Closer dives in, and he will finish the job. 2nd kill in a row now, looking for a bit more impact to jump the wall. 1 trying to back by Danny. Stays alive, goes in for the damage on a Huhi. 2 more autos will kill, he'll find it. Inspired, able to wake right back up. And someday, gonna get away. Danny jumps in, be careful. Abadaga needs 1 more spell to find a kill. Just barely gets out. 2 for 2 is the...
I do think they have an inkling that it's going on, but can they actually get here in time? Jojo Pion is going to be guarding the sides.
Ult for us, only a slow at this point, but Closer is pushed out. It's going to be Smiteable, will be claimed. Nicely done. Evil Genius.
They need to. And they see Someday top, so there's really not that much of a threat. 100 Thieves are going to have to answer mid, though. They're TPing deep. They're going to try to look for the flank here.
Pinch shift, double knockup. Here comes Wukong as well. Big damage into Danny. Going to flash over the wall. Stays safe for now. FBI cannot find a target anymore. Someday coming around. Looking for his first stun. Inspired, jolting back to safety. FBI still stays alive. And it's forced to be Inspired. Zone, you stopwatch. Now we've got look at Abadaga. 100 HP left on him. They're going to find the flash forward. Jojo Pion gets that kill. 1 for 0. The stun lands on a Wukong. And 100 Thieves get absolutely nothing but a pair of coffins. 4-0, EG gonna push in for more.
Let's see how much EG can get. I mean, they have that mid lane wave. Are they gonna go for the end here? 30 seconds on a lot of these death timers. Do they just go for inhibs and reset? Or do they try to push for the end? 9 seconds here on Huhi. It would be a risky end, but they are posturing forward. They're for sure at least gonna go for the inhib. The base was not stopped. I don't think they can end. So they are gonna back it up around that. Doesn't mean they're gonna be able to grab the dragon here as well. Let's watch this one more time. It was the Meganar TPing in very, very deep on the mini.
So in this case, Inspired predictively stopwatch the Gnar ulti. Because it's basically instant cast, right? Like if he's on top of you, if you press start, you've been.
It's really tough, and he has no resistances, so he's very relying on that Nautilus to kind of protect him with the Locket. They have no exhaust. If LeBlanc combos you, you're going to die, right? LeBlanc is very strong. If you're getting chunked up by the Ezreal, it's tough. They're going to look for Someday.
Meganar jumps in on the 4. Flash pulls in everyone he can. FBI goes in, and they're going to shut down Danny. Meganar trades his life, but will it be enough? A bunch of knockups come through for Closer, but it might just not be enough. It's still just in the same spot as last time. Inspired, reset after reset, finding more and more to kill in the rubble of the top lane turret. He plays Kaisa better than FBI does. He does everything better than 100 Thieves as Inspired wipes off the map and takes it home. Nexus turrets fall. EG picking up where they left off, crushing every team in the LCS.
What a way to finish. What an incredible final fight there from Jojo and Inspired, taking over with the resets. Has turned in an incredible performance as EG out-skirmish, out-fight 100 Thieves. Celebrating the win, taking the extra time here to enjoy it all as Closer can do nothing. I love that little S-Duke there again at the end.
He's very aggressive, and as you mentioned, does need an AD champion here. So it is going to be Jace.
I do want to see how Contracts as Nidalee plays a little bit more. So in one sense, it's nice because it's, oh, gotta watch this.
Big damage. Luga's still going in. Needs 1 more auto after that, but Luga's low. Mia, though, going in for it. Luga needs to be protected. First blood over to the Tom Kentra. Poom gets revenge.
So what actually ends up happening...
Contracts Stokler as well has the prio. Going to go in onto Huni, and Contracts just fancies a go at the gank in top lane as Speaker's right behind him. Contracts lands the spear, maybe going to go in. They want this crab, but Maple's already here. Palafox, though, in for the 2v2, but Mia's the first move from the bottom side. Palafox is going to go in, but Maple with a beautiful taunt. Finds 2, he's low, but he can't go in just yet. Pala low as well, but Mia once again going on through Viego. Finds the stun. It's Speaker going to get the possession, takes down Pala. Mia falls on the other side, and Luga at level 2 has roamed up from the bottom side of the ramp. But can they do something? Huni now getting chased down. Contracts getting queued. That should be a kill. Easy anti-dikes, and Zoklin's going to pick it up. A mess here in the top lane. Take down this Gwen does have the level lead, and Huni's going to have to be a touch careful here.
The items are just so big for him, having the serrated Dirk and the tier this early.
Incoming dive.
Well, he has W.
Yeah, but it's not going to matter. It's melee range Jace. Contracts takes the tower. A little too much to let a Dokla. Punish for his hubris as Huni takes him down.
For Nidalee, although maybe his job is just going to be, hey, maybe I'll land some spears once we start grouping since TSM's engage isn't that big.
Oh, the cleanse! Did not line up properly for Tactical, and that is going to be a 2v1 kill as Poom emotes that insult to injury, and Luga grabs the kill.
I gotta watch that again. Tactical cleanse late? Early?
Early, I think.
It was not
Seraphine is a tricky one.
And they're moving in for the Rift Herald right now. But again, Mia is here, so his movement on Tom Kent has actually been pretty important.
Nice taunt here, but Doku actually isolated as a result. Has to flash away. Stun lands in onto Maple. Huni, though, fancying a go. 4v3 right now for this first Dragon, but CLG will be happy to take it regardless.
Right now, I think CLG is happy about a lot of things.
Yeah.
They would be ecstatic if Dokla didn't give over the shutdown to Huni, because we'll have to see if Gwen is able to be a menace with the W and team fight. Since there's 5 range people, it's going to be basically impossible to hit during that. Palafox just...
Yeah, I think tried to ulti there.
I think he got interrupted, and now he's dead.
He's dead. There's the center shield, but it's not going to be enough. Speaker will claim the kill.
Speaker with the big play.
Not that threatening. Jinx ulti is, but those shields keeping them nice and topped off. But also, health wasn't that low, so the Herald instead mid lane is going to give Speaker that first tower gold. Although local gold does go to Maple as a result of the play.
Huge gold swings. And really, like, it's not like he didn't know what he was doing. He gold carded him. Nah, that's a tough one for Palafox.
Yeah, not a window I believe you get as Twisted Fate. Your stun isn't that long. It's not Morgana binding. Everyone relax. It's CLG pressuring down to the bottom side here. Doku, though, in a spot of bother. Speaker once again trying to make a play. Toonie kicking it up. Flash stun. Job's done. Speaker gets another.
Speaker with a lot of big plays early on here. The question will be, will it be enough? More damage since they have such an abundance of healing between Senna, Nidalee, and Seraphine.
Speaker on this Herald is going to draw the team up. Maple going to check the brush, going to get it down there. Contract's going in. Not sure what the angle is here. This is a 4v2. Luca going to have to flash away, but Speaker's low gets devoured by TK. And now CLG going to try and go in. The double encore. Boom finds 2. And Palafox goes in for it. Luca finds a kill with his ulti. And now Maple's a touch too late as Palafox is going to get stunned up, but it's not going to matter. 2 kills for Luga and maybe more on the way for CLG as Palafox is low, but the shields, the heals, they keep on coming. Tactical, rooted under the tower. Luga's diving them. Whoop. As the spear goes just a touch wide and Tactical lives for now.
Yeah, for now. He has no... Oh, just take the side door. Unfortunately, there's the Jace there.
Hello! Happy Vito clip picks it up. And Tactical does indeed go down.
Easiest kill of Dokla's season. Not life. I'm sure there's been easier ones. A teleport coming in too. Maybe desperation here by Maple. Double TP though. They're low.
Huni in, going for the kill. Gwen, not bad, but the stun's good right in the zone. Luca still firing away. They've got so many heals. Luca's still going. The root is there. The damage is enough to take down Contracts. And Speaker here once again possesses Nidalee, dives on in. Dokla going to be forced to flash, and TSM do get them off the Dragon.
I don't know if we're done. I really want to see the replay, but there's still action because TSM is starting the Dragon, and it looks like CLG is just going to give it and go to live another day. That whole sequence, aside from the very end, is kind of TSM's disaster. Twisted Fate acts like he's invincible because he just feels like he has so much help, which he does. He has 3 supports with him, and they're able to run him down.
Bottom side gang. Palafox didn't even ulti. And Mia's going to dodge, but he can't dodge forever. Wildcards pick him off as Mia goes down.
Is just because you're not farming doesn't mean you don't love gold. You actually multiply off gold really well when you have a lot of soul.
Eyes on the first Hextech Drake of the game, which will be our Soul. Yep. Tuni demonstrates this by zipping along the Hex gates.
I also do want to point out, as it looks like TSM will likely take a turret. Nope, we're going to have a fight.
Everfrost poured on in. Beautiful encore. Good devour, but Mia's going to be left for dead, and Tactical can make it out alive. The Chompers, I believe, save his life from Contracts coming on over.
So anytime...
This time now, map's much more open. Able to make that a lot easier. This mid out is pretty valuable to get. Tactical, you just cannot stand there. Damage is big. Ulti from the center is not going to connect the damage portion. And now Dokla, caught splitting in the top side, is going to get picked off by Speaker. And now Huni, my goodness, he's going for it. Maple charging on in. Poom is separated. This is a very easy way to pick off the Seraphine, but Luke is still dancing around as well. Poom's going to fall. It is going to be Speaker that will grab that kill. A shutdown to boot there.
Baron's alive too. TSM could completely try.
Might not be the hive, but Baron sustained very nice here. TP in the back.
Oh boy.
For TSM. CLG think better of this play. Oh goodness, it's so low. They're going to go for it there. Contract's not able to get in there. The Baron goes over to CLG as Dokla flashes out. Contracts left for dead. Will be killed by Huni. And CLG are going to have to try and escape. Poom's low. Luga going to try and heal him up. And they get one kill. Poom's still alive. The Ignite burning down. But Poom is going to live.
For a long one because the Dragon stacking is going to be very, very slow. But you know what? They're not necessarily giving this up. Palafox is here.
There's no jungler anywhere. Palafox is like, hello.
Hello, Huni.
Gwen's immune. She'll be less immune for a while. Jungle, where are you? Oh, goodness. It's loose and Tactical picks it up.
His access to souls this game from farming, from being near jungle camps that are farmed, but also just by having a good choice of what waves are there. And we're very lucky, Pacer. This game is so high action. It doesn't look like it should be, but it definitely is.
All right, Palafox gets stunned, gonna have to walk away, flashes out to safety, but the Everfrost from Maple's gonna get it done. Now the Watch is gonna try and protect him. Over the top, Dawning Shadow's not enough. It's Huni that gets the kill. Maple low, but not dead. As Tactical's chasing onto Boom. Once again, they're separated. The Enchanters of CLG need to stay together, and they cannot.
Well, Dokla just wasn't there. He's off there splitting. CLG nearly won a 4v5. It's like, well, if we push this up far enough, we'll force them into a decision. So they saw them start the Baron. Now they're teleporting in, and TSM's only hope is to trap them in this pit.
Yep, that's Huni teleporting back around. Maple doesn't quite have the flank just yet. He's a little off to the side. Baron is very low. They're going to get it. And now CLG, can they kite effectively? They are running away. TSM, I don't think you can run through this choke. CLG just yeet the Baron off the rift.
Love it. They don't actually kill Baron that fast. That's like one flaw of this composition. They're very healthy when they do it, but there's a huge fear of being collapsed upon, so they had to make sure the waves are pushed. But Dokla, you can't get caught like that.
You know, 1v2, but it actually does a lot of damage to Speaker. Now the teams get reinforced. Luga shuts that down. Maple ults in place after Speaker dies, and that's going to be a second little present for CLG.
Okay, I want to re-record that call. Dokla, he's caught him. He turned it around. He was close enough to the rest of his team.
Damn, it's Maple charging on in. Pretty speedy. Palafox snips it out, though. Pops the stun. CLG again with a nice disengage, and that buys space for Dokla to take the easy turret. And now the map is getting ever smaller for TSM.
Yeah, that was nicely done. You could see the engage tried to come off the side. They just moved down the river, and Dokla had it started. So now they can 5-man group here. There's no way that people can get behind them. I've drawn a lot of lines, but it makes sense because TSM is trapped in their base, and they have no clear way of engaging on CLG.
And now Pala is the one in the 1-4, but he's got the ulti ready to go as well. The poke is absolutely obscene, by the way. And CLG just bully down that turret here in bottom side. The inhibitor is going to be left for dead, and now they rotate over to their mid laner.
Yeah, really, really nicely done here, making sure no one on TSM can get behind them, because if CLG has eye contact, they do not lose.
Yep, again, mid, now dead. 5-4 group, excuse me. Dokla is going to rejoin the team, though. Maple trying to find the flank angle. Torn does find two. Palafox going to get caught up there, but over the top goes the Dawning Shadow, and it's just absurd. It's ridiculous, the healing. Maybe enough though, as CLG still kiting out.
Oh, no.
And it's heartbreak for TSM as the CLG Fortress will not be broken. And CLG are going to wipe TSM and take their second victory on the weekend.
Pastry time, what year is it? CLG with the 2-0 start, taking down TSM yet again, and doing it with style.
Absolutely, CLG gonna dive the fountain. Luga's range is ridiculous. They'll get one more kill for the Raiders. Tactical dies, and CLG will be isolated. That's pretty safe. He was a weak side player in Academy. That is likely carrying through here for FlyQuest in this iteration.
And there's a general hunger to allow these chances as the Rift Herald fight is looking like it's going to happen.
Yeah, seeing some of that, of course. Campion Philip, in some ways, doing battle, even though they're not in the same lane. But IMT first to this Herald Philip. They're trying to make the fight happen. Going over the top, it's IMT looking to try and capitalize. Lots goes in. Wukong's going to find the first blood, and it is absolute carnage here in the top side of the river. But Johnson was not there. So IMT take the Herald and the first blood. Definitely looking more at what he does after this, even though his trades have been decent up against Revenge. Jose also parked behind this pocket of vision, but Revenge sniffs it out. Gonna dash away. Ooh, Pillar's nice.
It does call question into this dragon, though. Kenby had to pull off, and they catch him.
Going for it again. Revenge in trouble. That's Philip flashing on in for the kill.
Philip on the board as well. So the two recently promoted Academy players get the first 2 kills, actually killing the Infernal Drake, and Revenge hoping to crash rather than just kind of sitting back and playing a little bit safe. Philip right here. Mortal's first win.
And IMT have just kind of been like parading around the rift, taking all the objectives. They got the second Herald. They're going to go ahead and grab the second Dragon.
This is more of the type of game that you and I expected we'd be getting.
Yep.
Right? Not the crazy COG TSM, like 1 or 2 kills per minute type game. But ultimately, it'll probably be a game that gets decided around objectives. They're just trading pressure, and Johnson really hoping to get this turret. Oh, dear.
Igno with a face check, but it's looking good for IMT. Wukong's going to fly on in, and the damage is not quite there onto Jose, but Philip now frontlining, gets the double knockup, finds Kenvi, Tukoi picks him up, and Philip is just frontlining for the squad, gets himself picked up by Revenge in response, but I like it. They're getting down structures, and Revenge should be able to finish this off, will do so, and Philip's going to join on in. Nothing Philip can do as Kenvi does indeed pop the Herald back towards the mid lane there, and IMT will try and move it on in.
Yeah, and Revenge going to kill that turret again and then probably move to try and support this Rift Herald. I mean, Azira's top, so they can get this crash and get the mid turret very low.
Ooh, love that look there. They have found the angle. It's Igna that finds it, and Lost gets the kill. It's Afro, though, back trading onto Kenvi. So 1-for-1 once again as Igna getting low, but I don't think he's going to go down. It's out of vision. That was, you know, a lot less subtle, let's say.
Yeah.
As FlyQuest with a nice push through, I'm going to actually get this tower. That's big.
That is, if they see it.
Yeah, it's all the flashes, all the ults by the looks of things. So it is going to be a pretty even team fight, but it is going to be a force here. Dragon low, Revenge getting chunked a little bit narrow as FlyQuest still trying to find the way in. Afromu once again finds two with the knockup. It's Johnson that finds the kill. Revenge is going to fall as well. The Dragon does get picked up though by Revenge. Even though Johnson gets the double, IMT, I think, get what they came for. 5k, I believe him. He's very smart. As Ignar is trying to at least get a look in, but it's going to be far too late, and it's just a level 8 Leona. There is no chance of it.
Possible. So at this point, Ezreal has won the matchup, and the only way this turns back is Lost has to finish his Infinity Edge and then usually another.
Try and find a pick, but picks are likely not forthcoming here.
Yeah, and just like a cute thing that's happening in this game is like Philip is just off on his own all the time.
Yeah, he's vibing.
Like, they've really made this game into a 4v4.
Yeah.
Which, especially for Immortals, even though they didn't win too many games last split, like, when they won, Revenge needed to pop off, and he hasn't been able to do that. So, job done, so to speak, for Philip with what FlyQuest want to accomplish so far.
Yeah, Fly. Old Philip there with a very slight CS lead, so has brought it back consistently, just being in the side lane, basically containing Revenge, right?
Yep.
And when he has been in teamfights, he's looked relatively good. That aggressive flash over the tree line aside, that was maybe the one error we can point to. As Jose perhaps has also made an error in judgment, sticking around to touch too long, as Lost gets some much needed gold.
Yeah, that's actually
making sure to get traction on this area and clear it all. The vision. Revenge might just be in trouble, does have to dip away, but pretty good setup here for Fly. Johnson, hello. I think it was just to put down a control ward, actually, although I don't think he has space for one, so perhaps I'm wrong. They do have one deep, though, as Philip in trouble in the 1v1. Revenge just opening up the game. Lost here as well. TP coming on in, and Revenge basically gets a 1v1 kill. But now Kenvi potentially caught out here. Johnson cleanses it off. Kenvi's clone is low, but he's not dead. Not a lot of health to play with, though. And now Ignar, yep, going to be dead here, it looks like. Tukoi does have the last little soldiers to get that trade.
Immortals really trying to make a play. They just burned Ahri ult as well,
face check. Not what you want to see. Lost a little too far forward. Goes invis, but it's just not enough. Tukoi shuts that off immediately, and now IMT cannot get this Dragon.
Huh. That was not the Kai'Sa play I expected.
No. Yeah. Touch too aggressive.
Yeah,
for Afro. They're not going to have it for the next encounter. And Fly going to start the Baron immediately, forcing IMT into the area.
That's the play. It's like you need to come to us, and then we'll have too much damage for you to fight.
Banshees, oh, that was so sick! He tried to get it off, he timed it nicely, but Tukoi now going to shove them back. Afro's still alive, and now Tukoi's on a rampage. Philip is just in there. No fear from the youngster as Revenge TPing in, but the flank perhaps he'll advise, although Revenge is actually making it look pretty good. PoE finds the chop, over the wall he goes. Afro looks for the engage angle, but can't get it, but IMT are going to get the kill. And this teamfight's looking nice as Johnson is going to be shut down. 1,000 gold to Revenge, and IMT have found life in this game.
There's still plenty of game to play. Johnson, Afro, Jose down. Kenvi down as well, so no smite, but it is not going to matter as no one on FlyQuest can stop this Baron. Objective bounties weren't even up, actually, because the 3 dragons, I think, made the game close enough, and Immortals is right back.
He's got 3 items now on the Gwen. Definitely a revenge angle for sure right now for IMT, and hey, look at that, with the Baron buff going to chug down the tower in the top.
FlyQuest.
Not going to have that cooldown. See if they can buy time, but the Dragon is up right now. The Soul is upon FlyQuest as Immortals are looking to once again take the very powerful Hextech Dragon Soul off of the map. PoE is zoned away slightly, but does have the ulti. His mobility is pretty good as Revenge is just marking the enemy top laner, and in he goes to the Dragon Pits.
Oh, they're just going to flip it.
All right.
And when FlyQuest comes in, PoE is going to try and flank, so it makes it hard for Takui to follow.
Kenvi again fainting on in. Pops the clone. Dragon's low enough. Phillips in the pit doesn't really want to be there. Hextech Dragon's very cranky.
So this is actually kind of picture the same as when FlyQuest got the kills in the Baron beforehand. So I can see why Immortal's hesitant, but we're going to see a fight here.
But Revenge, he's actually found time for the fight. Here he goes. PoE starts it up. Kenvi gets in there. Jose's gone down. IMT. I think they've done it. They found the angle. They're going to get almost everybody here as Phillip is going to dash away, but the Dragon is there. As Ignat's going to get it.
That's the Soul.
And Kenvi's still going. Yeah, Phillips just donezo. I mean, he might win the 1v1, but I think Kenvi's got a nope. Never mind. Kenvi's thought better of his time. This is not the Academy battle we predicted, but Phillip is going to try and find the solo, but I don't think it matters. And Kenvi does eventually find the shutdown as IMT. They are going through mid. They are going to take this game, just stealing it away from FlyQuest.
Kenvi wins the battle and the war at the end of this one, pulling out from a 7,000 gold deficit after being perfect game by Team Liquid yesterday. They did it. They forgot about the game yesterday.